right? We'll figure it out, don't worry about it. Go play yourself.
Who are the people who are not playing? More!
There we go. Get on in here. Hello, Isaac.
So we're not live. What made you do it in the end?
Yeah, unfortunately we're not live, but we are recording.
That's good. I will get some promo ready to go. Would you be okay with being in a selfie?
Sorry?
Would you be okay with being in a promotional selfie?
Okay.
I took one with Mish in the car and now I can't use it.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
But it's fine. I love
Guys, you're
commentating.
going to need to make it. Sit me and Evan down and run us through. Right, okay, so, as long as. Right, Evan, come listen. Just come listen.
Right.
Yeah. It's as simple as the scores. Hang on. Back away. I need the mouse. Don't move the mouse.
I've got that mouse, but it's blue.
So all you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Is when you see them start, I'll give them the thumbs up. Switch to this, right? And then once it's gone, you do that, right?
Yep.
Oh, piece of pace. Oh, I know.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Start. Right. I need to play.
All right. It's not live, unfortunately. It's only recorded.
Oh, so we're not streaming at all?
Sadly not.
Oh dear, well my YouTube community post in shambles.
Oh no.
Well, I'll just turn it into it is what I would have said then.
Yeah. Right, so we need to change the overlays. Right, yeah, okay.
So many DPs. Run stream. Oh my god, you're gonna go. Oh!
Okay,
Right.
here we go.
We have Pirate and Mithra on the stream immediately.
Yeah.
No waiting about before we get this fresh, new, exciting character. Definitely enjoy watching a bit of Pirate and Mithra from time to time, but it's obviously brand new for Marisa, once known as the best player in the UK, but has not really attended tournaments.
Yeah, it's a very exciting character, very aggro. Very, always in your face. And Marisa being a defensive paladin, we're going to see how she responds to that.
Yeah, it's like, on the one hand, Marisa's not really played the game much since COVID and is kind of easing back into the scene, but on the other hand, you've got to think that if she's going to pick up any other character that's released since COVID, absolutely Pyro and Mithra, their type of character as well, so surely they've got some familiarity there.
Love that. Base.
This is not spiraled out of control by any means, but it's nicely competitive for an open game. Here at Knockout, well, a little bit of that move, prominent revolt, putting the revolt in it for sure.
Yeah, very smart recovery. But, like, ScrubKing is struggling to find the opening to get this stop.
Yeah, I appreciate not pressing too hard on the issue. I mean, wow.
Back air catches the drift back AI.
There we are seeing Marisa awakening on the spot. That's a reverse nair as well, but this was here to say, hey, you think you've got one of the best nairs in the game? Watch me.
Very punishable move, that up B if you shield it. So Marisa making the most out of this opening.
Yep. The height that auto reticle can achieve. That's something else. Oh, that's the forward tilt though. The first stop from Pyra. Definitely pleased to see how well ScrubKing was doing in this truly threatening seeding matchup. Marisa the 4th seed for the whole event at the moment, but with the potential to get first place. You can never quite tell. TheScrubKing, you know, I don't think necessarily someone we had any data on before. Now here they are putting up a decent performance against Marisa.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going up against one of the top players in the country, it's hard to fault them for the nerves.
Yep, and this hasn't properly been hit in a while. Just that dash attack was the little interrupter.
Great recovery
as well, nice.
And calls out the tomahawk with the up the out shield.
Yeah, this is all really nice stuff, but when you're at kill percent to an explosive flame, it's always going to be a looming threat. And that's game 1 to Marisa in not quite the comeback. This is her second tournament back since all of the lockdown business.
Oh no.
But
oh no.
Likely to
I
be the most
accidentally
notable
deleted the thing. So you know what? I'm not going to update this because it will still have the setup. We haven't updated it, so it will still remember the last information we put in there. There we go.
Yep. Oh, look at that transition by Degala.
It's so
Palutena's Temple as well. The background certainly know who they're picking for this one. But TheScrubKing, I'm interested to see if we can have another kind of ropey, explosive start.
Yeah, that's what we really got to look for. After that game 1, sort of the momentum shift, Marisa really took advantage of that and took TheScrubKing like all the way through the game on that sort of momentum swing. But with everything set back to normal, TheScrubKing might be able to turn things around.
Indeed, there's a nice parry. So Marisa holding down the lead. It doesn't look that significant, but when the Mithra damage output is what it is, you know, those stray hits aren't going to be big, like they might be for Palu, nearly securing the KO with the back air. Forced to Photon Edge, which, you know, it's, at the casual level it seems like a pretty good move, but when you get up to tournament levels, it's kind of disadvantages start to outweigh the pros, and if you're forced to use it, then it's generally seen as a bad situation, and that was a forced play, no recovering otherwise. But
now, that was a good situation for TheScrubKing, but unfortunately switching it, throwing away your option to attack people with that side beam means that Marisa was able to reset neutral and take it to the back.
You could almost say that was done as soon as the switch to Pyro took place. That was done in a very disadvantageous spot. Didn't really have the frame data to deal with Palu off the ledge, and now the Palutena combos are just going and going. That's going to end up in a kill, unfortunately.
TheScrubKing was juggled for so long that he forgot that he had a jump. He lost his jump, sorry.
Well, the action continues. We'll see if we can at least get another stop on deck for TheScrubKing, because, I mean, I'm presuming if they're fighting Marisa this early, probably seemed to go 0-2, but on the evidence of what I'm seeing, we might see a little bit better than that.
Yeah, Marisa is the second seed in the tournament, which means TheScrubKing is probably 63rd.
But neatly getting away from the down air, but I could definitely see TheScrubKing with this Pyramitra making a few waves on the other side. Maybe this isn't the one, but if we have a little tear from Pyra and those big old swings, you never truly know. Well, just take the pretend spike. You know, with any other character that would have been a kill to go with it, but Pyra a bit more of the delicate demise.
That was far from a complete domination from Marisa though. TheScrubKing was playing the neutral pretty well, getting some good combos in advantage. It just unfortunately Marisa is so good at pushing her advantage state to the maximum that TheScrubKing was just taking so much percent every time they lost neutral.
Yeah, being forced to make a comeback against Marisa, never something you want to do.
Never.
Pyro and Myth were definitely a push advantage kind of character from the ground anyway. So we'll try and find another match to go on.
Yes. Evan, can we get a stream match?
Yeah.
Can we get a stream match?
The second somebody finishes.
There's none at the moment. Alright.
Yeah, I guess if we're on recording, it'll just be the matches probably.
Yep. There's a picture of a cat.
In a milk tray.
Yep.
2-0 to me, please. I'm in A1.
Right. Oh, very sorry.
Oh, this was you, was it?
That was my fault, yes.
Yeah. 15 character limit, unfortunately.
Yeah, we want to update that. It's just now. We need to wait for something else. How was your trip here?
I was driven down by the friendly Mr. Nick Harbour, straight from my doorstep, so I got to wake up at a time that began with 9. So I'm bagging really.
I was up at 6.
I still went to bed at 4, but I was given all the right cards.
Everyone today has had less than 6 hours of sleep, I think. Because
no one's local to Middlesbrough. I used to be, obviously, but even
I got 4 hours. No doubt the TOs, like Connor, who've been here, who are staying here, localish, probably still only didn't get any sleep because of tournament stress.
Yeah, I mean, when you're staying at Jermaine's place, and surrounded by the dog, getting friendlies into the night, I'm sure.
Is that what was going on?
I know Connor was saying Jermaine.
Scandalous.
Pumpkin and Lumen on the stream cell, please.
Wonderful.
Lumen and who?
Pumpkin.
Lumen, can you play on the stream cell?
Lumen is Rob. I don't know.
Marisa,
Yeah, Lumen, can you play on the stream cell?
GCWP, please find a cell for Barney.
Is this a winner's game?
Oh yeah. I don't think we can.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say,
Yeah, it doesn't
does it?
specify. Yeah. I think.
Pumpkin, who do you play?
Pumpkin, who do you play? Me Brawler.
Way, let's get some of that on stream.
Terrible.
Can I get the TheScrubKing versus Jacky?
And I think Lumen is a yellow. I think. Let's just leave it as default just to be safe. Hold on. Look at these icons, right? They got the red one, right? The one with the red, but it's this thing. They got the plain one with the red stuff.
Whoa.
Atrocious.
Japanese on the left,
Jude, have you played
west on the right. Wait, not west, east.
Atrocious.
I got so worried.
You know, there is a real strat to having your tag be something like Pumpkin, because when you need to type it in when you're making your tag, it'll be one of the auto words.
You know what Crit does? He just types CRI and then shuts his eyes and holds right on the auto-generated until someone tells him to stop, and he'll pick whatever word it.
Genius.
He's ended up with things like criminal.
Criminal 1.
I can't remember the others, but criminal's got to go down as the best.
Alright, Me Brawler versus Rob. This is a matchup I am familiar with, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's one that doesn't. Rob wins a vast majority of matchups in the game, but this isn't one that stands out
Elroy
as
versus Wicked,
easy
please,
peasy.
on one of these
Oh,
on the
just
right.
see.
That's Elroy
Because
versus
this is
Wicked.
Connor's Switch, I've seen a me that I made on this setup. I could see, I mean they haven't picked it, but if they went for the girl with a slightly shocked expression, then my me could be piloted by Scrob. I have to tell Scrob that my me is on Connor's setup.
Excellent. What outfit has your me got on?
A white dress, I would say. I mean, I haven't ready-made. Well, I will have ready-made.
Oh, is it
them.
the one that you played at Callum's?
I'll have made it as a gunner. No, I would have made this one years ago. But the me still comes up on the system whenever someone wants to make a brand new me fighter. So too late for Pumpkin, but maybe Scrob. Yes, Yellow Rob indeed. All right, we have Gyro on the loading screen. This is Pumpkin versus Lumen on small battlefield, and if you think it's a rare sight to see me brawler here at this tournament, get used to it, because I think we might be seeing a couple more today.
I think we've got 3 me brawlers at this tournament.
That is something else. The UK is truly wild. At the moment, toe-to-toe almost ahead of the Lumen Rob. Rob is another character we're likely to see quite a bit of. I mean, we've got 2 of them on commentary right now.
They are the robots.
My robot has been to this very university, in fact. But that's the upbeat already. Small battlefield going to make it so it's not quite a KO.
If that was on the platform, that might have done it better.
Yeah, stage counter picking against me brawler is so important. You know, I'm almost reluctant to say what the worst stages are on commentary because we're very near to the players, and I think I would be doing the counter picking for them. But what we're seeing, small battlefield is not particularly bad for either. Rob, of course, doesn't really have a bad stage by any means.
No, he doesn't. Maybe FD, but even then.
And against me brawler, that's kind of where you may or may not want to be. Now, we're seeing some burner boosting. Doesn't lead to anything, of course. So you're free to criticise.
It never does.
Oh, the up smash will though. That's the first stop to Lumen. I'm not sure where Lumen's from necessarily.
Lumen's from Scotland.
Ah, so good bit of Scottish representation. And then Pumpkin, I don't think I'm too familiar with either, but we do appreciate it.
I've chatted with Lumen on Twitter a little bit. Very cool person. I don't know Pumpkin. Pumpkin is a completely new face to me. But
yeah, just like the Pyro Myth we saw in the previous set, we're picking some good new people that go on stream here, and it's usually not going against the favour of the more known player. But if Suplex killed, like we would be well onto second stop now. Me Brawler's up air is going to kill instead, and that in itself is quite a rarity.
I can't believe that, honestly. It feels like Mario up air killing in Smash 4. It feels like it shouldn't really. But
except Mario's up there at least could. Me Brawlers definitely isn't supposed to at all. That's even worse. But it will be giving Pumpkin the opportunity to bring this back. One solid Me Brawler combo could equalise, but not when the suplex so short distance easily stopped out by Rob.
I really like how Lumen set up the gyro right in front of him there, which meant that he could safely commit to an option without getting super hard punished from the ground.
Yep, and indeed the read was the correct one, so now Pumpkin forced to play from behind again. Shot put is the projectile of choice, which is pretty much the only projectile me brawler has access to. It's usually the main choice of a lot of brawler players. I'm not sure if it's as useful against Rob necessarily, but
yeah, it's when you're getting out-zoned so hard, you really just want to get in the face instead.
But in the face is exactly where the burner of Rob's base is going to come in and evaporate this me brawler. So that is game 1 to Lumen. But we'll do some counter picks. There could be changes of stage, but also changes of me moveset. You never know. As the players make the decisions, and we'll go into game 2.
I didn't mean to. Yeah.
Right, so straight back, that nice and quick. Here we go. Me and Rob once again.
Okay. Straight in. Now, get back to small battlefield. So, Pumpkin obviously likes the platforms. Because it has relatively small top lasso, and probably Lumen wouldn't want to go to one of those ladder stages like Yoshi's Story.
I think we do have Yoshi's Story in the rule set, so if you're against me brawler, don't even take the risk. Even if Yoshi's Story is not on the rule set, ban it anyway, just so they don't try and gentlemen.
What a catch!
Small battlefield clearly working out more in the favour of Lumen here. They're a master of the stage right now, covering every single facet of it. And that back air was
Yeah,
incredible.
Pumpkin really wants those platforms for himself, but Lumen showing that no, Rob can do that too.
So back to the skies again, no KO.
Using the down B to get out of disadvantage is something that Pumpkin hasn't actually done very much, but it is such a great option. It's flick kick, but
Yeah,
for me Brawler.
sometimes you just got to remind yourself that it's still there on Me Brawler's moveset, but yeah, it's not going to turn any heads like ZSS will, but still plenty worth having on your moveset to get out of those situations, and that jab, not quite as strong as we might have hoped.
Yeah, good get up until stop Lumen's pressure. Ooh. But Pumpkin feels like they're not super confident in the matchup. Not really knowing what to do against Rob's buttons.
Yeah, we've seen the typical I don't know how to pick up Rob's gyro maneuver.
It's classic.
It happens to the best of us. I think the only people who can truly deal with it properly are the actual Rob mains themselves.
It's true. Nice get up attack from Pumpkin.
Oh, but a better back air.
Very.
Starting to run away with this one for Lumen. Again, got to imagine that I'm not sure whether Pumpkin will be seeded to win a match in the losers bracket or not, but I still like what we see. And Me Brawler inexperience can happen to anyone at the best of times, so I'll be interested to see how the rest of their bracket plays out. But this is going only one way now.
This is such a weird thing to see, like Me Brawler struggling to kill. I guess Rob is a very heavy boy. And Lumen has just done such a great job in disadvantage.
Just can't trace those movements. The up B will be enough to put a stock on deck for Pumpkin, but it's starting to look more like a matter of time. Suplex, good damage, no knockback whatsoever, no follow-ups. It's really quite a shame. Me Brawler did deserve something off the back of Suplex, but what he instead gets is thrown out the building, and Rob is going to take this one for Lumen 2-0, but a good set, and best of luck to both going forwards.
Yeah. That was definitely a characteristic sort of don't know the matchup kind of set. Pumpkin just really struggling to deal with Nair, dealing with down tilt and forward air. Wasn't finding the ways to get in. So this is going to be LocalGP. Oh boy. What's your tag and who do you play? Reol and Pyramithra. Lovely. And LocalGP, our boy.
Well, that's the question. I'm going to assume that for now. Probably goes Fishman.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on that. That's yours, isn't it? I swear he's that one. It's that one, isn't it?
He goes all of them.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
perfect.
it's
for
literally anyone depending on the day. Although
except for white hair.
this is the best.
11.
This is the best one. As me and GP have both agreed.
I mean,
Our opinions matter the most because we're the
my
only two
favourite
hero
hero
players.
is the default. So,
The
what
Airborne
am I
Archer
going to
skin.
say? But it's same voice actress as Shindo from Inazuma 11, so of course it's going to be my favourite.
You can
Just
count
the same-
on
the
TaleOfTheToaster
same
to know the
screams of
Inazuma
pain.
11 facts.
Okay, I'm going to keep an eye. He's picking the exact one that you were on before. We have
Oh
the
no,
hero.
I picked the wrong hero skin. Oh no,
Ah! He picked it for you, man.
I didn't. That's not my one. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Okay, it's just okay. It's the stream tool is bugged. Let's never
I
mind.
see.
Never mind.
Well, we did our best. But Foresight putting Reol into a worse position than he might have hoped, I think, on that one. But LocalGP, named after their incredible Dr. Mario, but the hero, an excellent character of theirs in his own right. I love the LocalGP hero.
This guy
I
has
love
been
watching Reol play as well. Like,
tearing up the local scene, the northeast scene with this character.
yeah, it's truly astounding. And when you when you have a main where if you beat the hero and manage to bring out someone's Dr. Mario, usually you think, oh great, well I've won now, mission accomplished, I got rid of the slightly scarier character. But no, if you have to face the local GP Dr. Mario, you're still in trouble. Reol, meanwhile, a player who's had a
Very
couple difficulties
consistent.
with characters of their own. Like
But
I
very,
remember
very consistent Northwest player though.
yeah, the Reol Peach I remember from back in time was frankly amazing, and I'm still stunned that he's not using it to this day, to be honest. But I mean, if you're going to drop a character for someone, I guess Pyramid makes sense. But the B reverse
Local GPs, yeah, his movement is so good.
It's only getting better as the weeks go on. That Sue's just barely missing its target. Susei doing it for the meteors, but it's not working out. Oh, no. I'll take it back. Susei Garazu. There's an anime reference for you in the comments down below. the Susei girl.
We brought out YouTuber TaleOfTheToaster.
Let's go, Alon.
Oh my lord!
No J-pop down there for this one. Back into the ascendancy for local GP, and
That was such a great presence of mind to be able to use that to extend the advantage. That was so great.
yeah, Kazap already one of the best hero moves just for a consistent like 25% out of wherever the heck you want.
I don't think it's Kazap, I think it's Zapple. Zapple
Yeah,
and then
Kazap
is the final one, yeah.
Got to brush up on my Sporkle quizzes. Name every Super Smash Bros. Special move. I've definitely done it once before. All three of Kazuya's moves have Devil in it. Three?
Wow.
That's 4 points from level F. So, back to the throws for Pyra. This is not unimaginable by any means.
No, this character has such a great... Oh, what a fantastic footstool! Completely took local GP off guard.
Yeah, if you're against any character other than Hero, you might have had a real shot of getting a KO for that, but almost finding one anyway. But the Meteors aren't on your side today. Not quite strong enough on the Mitra stuff. That's a brilliant recovery from local GP though.
GP, how is he so good at this disadvantage state? He's been avoiding the Pyra Mithra, one of the best characters in the game.
I really wanted to see local GP just decide, right, I'm at 180%, I'm just going to top deck until I die. Because it could have just won the game on the spot.
Yeah, it could have been a kamikaze.
But instead, that MP's going to have to carry over to this one where actually it's not going perfectly. Reol showing what they can do with this new character of theirs, and they're just sneaking in with that superior frame data. Hero the slowest of the DLC sword fighters, Mithra the fastest. Pyra won't consider into that one because then it becomes a bit debatable. We know Hero's got gimmicks, and we might be seeing a couple of them soon.
GP is really struggling to fight to deal with Mithra frame data at the moment. It might be that the Pyra is where GP wants Reol to stay.
Quite possibly. I know certain Sora players are starting to say they prefer fighting Mithra to Pyra, but this isn't one of those situations. Local GP taking game 1 over Reol, and this is nice and competitive for pools. This is also the first time we have local GP and GP at the same tournament.
This is the first time local GP has gone to a regional at all.
Yeah, he's gone all the way from Newcastle to Middlesbrough. It's an hour and 10 minutes down the road. Well, less than that on the road, but an hour and 10 minutes on the train. But I want to see local GP compete at everything because he's amazing and entertaining and pretty and gonna win the tournament. Unless Reol can do something right now to show us the all in white, the white comet as it were. Big shiny Mithra.
Adaptation is a thing you've got to be scared of. Hero is a very, he's got the gimmicks, but he's neutral apart from those sort of, fishing for your Acceleratle. It's quite linear.
Oh, but the Photon Edge just sneaks a couple of chip hits onto the stage.
Acceleratle. GP's advantage state with Acceleratle is so scary.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've played against the local GP hero in sets maybe twice now, but this is a different beast. It's only been a couple of weeks, but He's absolutely all over the place and finds an up smash.
Hit the Thundercats!
Yeah, if you manage to get up smashed by Hero, then it's almost more of a discredit to your player, unfortunately. That's such a hard move to land in any
It's
situation.
so hard to land.
But LocalGP, just a professional, surgical if you will, from the Doctor. And parrying the Pyro down there, one of the scariest moves in the whole tool set.
Reol was looking for some very hard reads there to get the stop, but maybe he just wants to focus on the confirms.
Going off stage. Pyro did throw away the storm.
You've got to be so scared of that.
I'll just have a zoom. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's exactly where I want to be. Well,
reset neutral with 1 move, 5 mana.
Just got to bear in mind that randomness, but the randomness on LocalGP's side. So we could see a bit. Yeah, I was just going to say we could see a bit more Zapple. Oh, if that was a spike, that would have changed the pace.
That is a confirm. If you use the it might not have been at that range, but the frizz into accelerate or forward air is a kill confirm.
So keenly aware of LocalGP to even know he's got all that going on, and now we're 1 stop away from LocalGP going further into the winning bracket. Unless Reol can do this. The pride of Manchester for the Pyro and Mythras who haven't managed to take a game on stream so far. But Hero, another up smash!
LocalGP loves that read. Every single time people just neutral check on platforms, and he always gets that up smash. And if it's a crit, you just die.
Yeah, it's been a relatively crit-free game. But will it be a crit-free tournament?
Not with crit one,
to say about it, yeah, but my driver to the tournament. Let's go with the up smash! He's gonna kill! That's a 3rd one in 1 set. LocalGP is on some ethereal business.
That was 3 ones in 1 game.
Yeah. Tell me how this man does it. Something else. Good stuff to both players. I think we'll be seeing both of them escaping pools. Reol, I don't think quite seeded to do so. Scrob on stream! Scrob, give me a shout when you're picking your me. I've got a good one. I've built one for you. Scrob and Clokke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, I was on the train with Clokke on the way here, and we were giving him matchup tips. I think he's going the Joker in this, actually. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
This just happens sometimes, apparently. We're supposed to be looking at that if that happens.
I'm glad you got cleared.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. Well, we have the me set up to wait for, so we've got solid match.
It's really nice, yeah, and I've got so much time for Preston and Lancaster.
You check this. It's into this, isn't it? It's into.
Well, that is quite a loose fit. Oh, now our layout is on there.
Set up some friendlies if you want to get some friendlies. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Connor. Stream and the
All of Stream Geniuses and all of that table. Stream Geniuses. What's the comment?
It's not turned off. It's just gone.
Fuck?
Connor told me beforehand that the cable is shit.
Sorry.
It is.
Oh, okay, you turned it on. You fixed it.
It is. It's the
But we
best
need to
me
get
I've
the
ever made. And you're gonna
the
go for
TV?
that, huh?
How we get it showing on the TV?
I'm gonna be biased against you on comms then, to be honest. When we get comms back.
They have a thing on the wall there.
Where's Airfire? I don't know how to get that on the screen.
Fuck's sake.
Is it trying to read a second monitor?
Yeah. Is this set up for multiple monitors? No, you're still being
Just
recorded.
put something in the
so
audio,
it matters.
chat.
It just won't show on the TV for another bit. Ah, yeah, it was multiple monitors. So.
Oh!
Okay, right. So it is just a matter of that.
Yeah.
So if
But
we,
so your mouse is there.
if we close this and then open it,
Okay.
Fresh projection.
okay. How do we do that?
Right click on
Right-click on
screen.
the screen.
Right click on stream. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wait. That's
Oh, you're not yet.
Yeah.
Right click on stream. Create projector.
Projector.
Create output projector.
I think it's output projector, yeah. And then that needs to be like full screen to just put on the
So
whatever.
big full screen.
Full screen display 2. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Okay.
So we get to see Scrob in the Western hat on the Mii. The Mii itself not quite as pretty. I did pre-make them a very good looking Mii character to use, and he actively refused it. So instead we're going to see the Joker from Clokke. Clokke, a co-main between Shoot and Joker, usually gets reasonably good results at the locals up in Newcastle. But Scrob, a bit of a tyrant all over the place. You can't pin him down.
Yeah,
He'll
Scrob
go all
is-
over the country and he'll win.
Yeah, making himself known as one of the top UK players. One of the biggest threats to be scared of with this character that people do not know the matchup for.
Yeah. With 3 Mii brawlers in attendance at this tournament, it's simply something that you're going to have to know. How are you going to learn that matchup? Don't ask me, but just Clokke is going to be forced to work it out on the fly here, and it's not going marvellously, but Arsene is actually quite far away, to be honest. Bit of an assumption on the
You got Rebel
numbers.
Gauge though.
Yeah, he's going to rely on it, but it's already opened up a free grab for Scrob at the ledge.
Good play to get out of the corner there. Reading Scrob's options.
They're out of shield. I mean, we're not seeing anything big and committal from Mii brawler, so there's definitely a chance we're going to see Arsene come in, especially if that up B's going to come out of nowhere.
You've actually got to be scared of that.
Oh! The feint jump from Mii brawler, going for a trade, and it's Joker who dies off of that one. Okay, it took us a little moment to even know that feint jump could kill, but even we are learning Mii brawler on the spot, and that's a free 20% from the suplex.
Woke went in for a very brandy up smash there. Oh! Clokke is really good at the kill confirms, but he does tend to fit for them at times.
Yeah, well,
Never mind.
back air out of gun. That's a
needs
nice,
kill
fresh
confirms.
little idea to somewhat reset this one. But the power of Western film is on Scrob's side.
He's got the
summoned
cowboy.
Arsene for a proper Western shootout. Goes for a footstool instead.
Yeah, Scrob with the Phantom footstools on shield to mix up there. That was so smart.
And it's like, Clokke didn't have his shield up anyway. He could have just hit him, but he wouldn't have known that until it was too
Scrob
late.
is so scary in this position because that up air will kill confirm into the... Oh! You've got to be so scared of that up tilt. As we were seeing last set, the last set we saw the Mii brawler, Pumpkin was going for that up tilt quite a lot.
And the up smash out of shield. Alright, Scrob getting on a bit of a tirade now. There's too low percent for that to go through, unfortunately, or maybe not quite high enough.
It's not over though.
It's never over with Joker.
Absolutely. Arsene is always right in the pocket.
Mii brawler, not the toughest character to edge guard in the world either, so even some regular Joker KOs are not off the table by any means.
Scrob. Oh, he's looking for it.
Oh,
Gonna
nearly.
confirm.
Might as well try.
Oh, love the read.
Stock advantage. Suplex, running so close it could have actually afforded a punish grab afterwards. Be instead nearly KOing.
That is a really scary thing to see on when you're above above Scrob, he does just throw out that up B if you're above him.
Yeah, and why not with this kind of lead? So what's the option going to be? Fake jump. Yep, best thing that a me can ask for really in that situation is stand up to the roll, but Scrob ready to catch it and back air. Alright, so Scrob needs just one really wise decision to catch Joker at this point. Rebel's gauge is halfway up already, always conscious.
Throwing him up.
And so, Clokke just elects to shoot his opponent. Just whips out the gun like that.
Yeah, he is playing the Western.
Yeah, I love that bit in a Western film where they backflip kick you into the sky. But that's going to be game 1 to Scrob. Just think, the me it is could have had a cowboy hat. That would have made my day. Got the names the wrong way around. Can we swap that?
Are they?
There isn't a swap button, is there? Oh, there is.
Yep, it's right above the delete button. Yep.
Yeah, I just done it.
Sheik is coming out.
Is that so? Alright, so we're going to see some needles to try and impede the progress of me Brawler. Maybe a bit of a burst grenade as we see in Dugala's graphics. But the plan has not changed for Scrob. Me Brawler, small battlefield. Small battlefield, by the way, at Clokke's decision, just knowing, yeah, you don't want battlefield, you don't want Yoshi's story, and I guess Clokke has always famously hated Smashville as well, which, you know, if he was more comfortable with it, would have been ideally a wiser choice for this matchup, but it's a personal pick, so you can't argue with that. And
this time it seems Clokke is going for frame data to fight frame data. You know.
And it's working rather well, but...
Yeah, Scrob is looking for punishes for moves that are not punishable. That said,
yeah,
much lighter character than Joker.
And Joker not exactly the heaviest fella himself anyway. So, it really was equal standings until that one me Brawler combo is now set up on up smash, nearly KOing in its own right.
So scary. I love that read from Scrob in the corner.
Oh. Back air is not actually strong enough. Me Brawler is not contender for the best back air in the game by any means, but
Scrob really loves that up smash out of shield. He's gotten 3 kills of it this set so far. Clokke needs to be very safe when crossing up on shield. Ooh!
Less effective of an up smash from Sheik, unfortunately. Yeah, same down tilt coming out from both characters. Go for the early up B before you even jump. Get
oh no!
Extra damage on. Well, that could have been dangerous. Clokke just playing around that platform with every trick in the book, trying to make things harder for Scrob, but he's still finding those opportunities.
And now Scrob is looking for that up tilt, because that will skill confirm now.
72, scary numbers.
Such a big up tilt too!
Not for many, but certainly doesn't look it. It looks a bit of a Pac-Man up there, but then up tilt. But all right, maybe it's time to put it in the bag now. I don't know. This is not looking like a recipe for success right now. Unless parry the down arrow.
Unfortunate. That's 2 up smashes that have just whiffed.
Alright, so the game plan quite literally has not changed for Scrob. He will up tilt until he gets it. Instead, Clokke gets the quicker forward tilt themselves. There's a few up tilts for fun and kills with the nair instead.
The back air.
It's not to say the plan changed, just we got to a point where something else would work anyway, incidentally. So, well, we might see, I don't think we've seen actually a me Brawler up B kill at all in this set.
No, it hasn't. We genuinely haven't. That's a good testament to Clokke playing very well in disadvantage. And trying to stay very, very deliberately out of those combos. That nair is so impressive.
It does just go straight back down to the whole, oh, she can't kill, etc., etc. It's not, we haven't seen Scrob reach ridiculous percentages or anything. Clokke's been finding the kills when we've made it. Numbers.
Oh no!
Now we're going to see our first up B off the top. That's it. Scrob taking it 2-0, representing the Mies, except for it is.
And that was a combo that started at 50.
It was indeed. Small battlefield. Yeah, I think Clokke's going to have to get more used to Smashville. You can't really be affording stages like that to a Mii brawler. Or
Get B Little and Burnsy on the stream, please.
Be Little and Burnsy. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, but I get B Little and Burnsy. I don't sound like that.
Burnsy Bud.
I think he's just going by Burnsy now.
That's good, Jamie.
So that'll be the link, won't it? Where is the link?
Third one in.
All right.
Jamie used the yellow skin, right?
Sorry?
Is Jamie on the yellow skin? Yellow male.
Yeah, I think it is. Or it might be the red male. I can't remember.
Your losers match DQs, so you're in pros as well. Congratulations. He said he was going to come to KO. The weekly didn't go so great. I think he was having a very good time. It's been a long time since I've been at tournament.
All right. Yes.
See what you mean about that delete button.
Yes, indeed.
Do it.
No, you don't for that match.
Fonts that make the tilde appear at the top, they're the bad fonts.
Yeah, the KO6 branding, it looks so nice, but then it's got those hidden problems exposed by our main man, Be Little.
So against Bowman, Yoshi's and then
Stop looking at yourself, Jamie. Stop it.
staring at those tractor barrels.
All right.
How you doing, Ed?
Yeah, not too bad. It's
It's been a while since you've
It was the white one. Oh no. Oh no.
It's time to get fit, fellas and ladies. We have a Wii Fit trainer on the stream. Be Little is going to be taking the game to Burnsy, the Link representative #1 here on Pokemon Stadium 2. This is going to be an interesting one, that's for sure.
Yeah, these are both very good players with a lot of good results.
And some of the only ones in the UK doing it for their respective characters. Like, I can't think of too many Links. Burnsy,
right.
possible candidate for #1 in the UK at this point. I think we'll be having Mead in Wave B, and there's a couple in the south. Is Alex O'D
There's
still
one or
playing
two
Link?
in Ireland, I think.
We'll call them international for the sake of it. Burnsy, but the best Link in the UK, but Be Little.
The best
Is
Wii
there
Fit.
anyone doubting best Wii Fit? So let's put the best player out of the two off the back of it. Well, so far shaping up to be Burnsy with that bomb play off stage, but deep breathing is here, you don't want to ignore. Well, the up smash, alright, that's a bit of a silencer.
Right. So Burnsy has just been throwing out moves and Be Little really taking advantage of Be Little Wii Fit's bad hitboxes. You know, she's got the frame data of a Swordie, but the range of Mario.
In fact, I was thinking, wait, but yes, Jamie actually using the last for once. Usually we try to bring out the block, but here we are for this Knockout 6 special. No, not finally up smash. That's a free spin attack out of shield. One of the best out of shield options in the game if it's going to hit. But so punishable. Oh,
Fantastic attack. And Burnsy was ready to cover it, but no, Be Little
just throwing the bomb right where Link can't reach it. some deep breathing, but we might not get to see a hit off the back of it.
It's a scary situation to get up into. This sword, it's so
Ooh,
big.
landing. Yeah, it's like Wii Fit is just not equipped with one of these things. What would you do in her position? Well, what Link would do is detonate himself. Fair play. It did work with a dash attack. Is a nice little KO for B-Little. Hanging on to the bomb and likes not to get rid of it until passes it straight back to his Burnsy Good. You can have this, and then up piece to ledge. Playing with fire here, but hanging on and actually finding the sun salutation. It's almost like, yeah, I'm going to throw out a few randy plays, you're going to fail to punish it, and then I'm going to hit you with my strongest move damage-wise.
Yeah, see, like, Wii Fit is one of these characters that just can explode with damage because of deep breathing, because of that neutral beam. Both do so much damage collectively.
You know what? It's almost come all the way back. If we can find a cheeky little off-stage hit maybe on Burnsy, or just a forward throw. It's not quite enough to KO, but sets up a
Soccer ball hit!
That's the kind of confirms we want to see from the UK's best Wii Fit. None of us saw that coming. The sun salutation misses, but hey, he got a little heal of like 2% tops. You got something.
Jamie's been cracking out the balance board for this. Up throw.
Alright, even Stevens here on this second stock, the breathing on deck. It's
it
time
the
to
third
get
stock?
fit. Burnsy a bit of a master of punishing options out of shield when you've got things like spin attack and the bomb detonate, but when we get just so quick out of it.
That up tilt is actually crazy disjointed for some reason. One of the few moves that Wii Fit has that is actually just really good at anti-air.
Could it be the only disjoint she's got? Wouldn't put it past. That could be a oh, it was not a spike though. Too much hesitation on the back of the soccer ball, but this sun salutation has actually taken the final stock from Burnsy. That's game one to B-Little.
This is going to be a hell of a set. You can tell.
It did admittedly seem like Burnsy could have lived that sun salutation. I'm not sure what the DI was on it.
I think it was an air dodge into the glass zone, that little backward shift that it does.
That may have been it. Sun salutation, it carries a lot of kill power when it's fully charged, but even the almost fully charged is considerably weaker. It's not like Samus where sometimes they'll opt to use the not quite fully charged shot. Maybe that was more of a Smash 4 thing. But again, the angle.
The counter picks are Yoshi's, FD, and Kalos. 3 bands. 3 bands, no DSR.
I played against.
Oh, this is exciting. After that, game 1.
Yeah, certainly if B-Little were to take this set, that would be a certified seeding upset. In fact, I think B-Little actually seeded to Drown,
Really?
surprisingly. One of our highest 1-2 seeds at the tournament. I might be wrong on that, but Burnsy definitely expected to make it out on winners. B-Little looking to make a quick stop to that here on Town and City. That's the choice of Burnsy to run away and throw things at Wii Fit, but I don't think Wii Fit is going to be too unhappy with that. It gives you more space to get deep breathing set up and charge those sun salutations. Maybe even get a few heals in it.
Absolutely.
Feeling ballsy.
It feels like Burnsy wants this stage for the space for himself, but no, actually, like, B-Little can probably make better use of it than Burnsy can.
Yeah, I guess such is the way with a rule set that bans 3 stages in one. You're not given the wealth of options exactly, but it is so far working out entirely in the favour of B-Little.
It is actually, I think, maybe Burnsy wanted the side blast zones, because those side blast zones are really close on count to the end of the stage.
Oh.
Wow!
Burnsy ready with the first strike, but that forward tilt not only blocked the boomerang, but also knocked Burnsy off stage.
That was so smart from B-Little. He's keeping this boomerang in mind at all times, knowing exactly where it is, knowing how to react to it.
Yeah, I wonder if he's trying to parry the boomerang, but just underestimating how slow it actually is. The last couple of those have all struck true for Burnsy.
You gotta be so scared of that.
4% healed from both of those moves. Little going to try and get some extra credit on this stock here on Talon City. He's got the space to do it, but Burnsy's got the talent to take the kill away and does with that remote bomb.
Yeah, that was really good pressure. Using the boomerang to get the coverage so that he can set up the bomb into a kill.
But now we're seeing some deep breathing damage, and the up smash is enough to take it. That is a full stock lead for B Little right now. This would be our first upset on stream, and one that will certainly send the Northeast into a bit of a feral crazy celebration,
Absolutely.
I think.
The deep breathing is up again.
Right.
Only 11% on
Burnsy starting to run out of ideas, just carrying on throwing things. But when you're at disadvantage, you can't be doing that! Off the top you go, that is a set 2-0 for B Little, the Wii Fit Master.
He was completely in Burnsy's head in that last stop. You saw it, the jump read.
Really, really good stuff. Yeah, definitely a better game 1 for Burnsy than game 2, but I mean the loser's side should be his for the taking. We'll see both of these later on, I'm sure. But that's our upset. B Little, the best.
Truly. Oh, what a... I'm so happy to see it. That means Burnsy and losers versus... I'm not sure.
I think it's Burnsy versus Tyler.
It's Burnsy versus SkillZ. Oh, wow.
You might as well go on.
That's a really... That's rough. That's rough.
I haven't touched the game since
Can I get Danestat and Exlot on the stream server, please?
Is that Axolot?
Exlot.
Right. I was about to say, I don't know any Axolotls in Smash yet.
Did you know
There'll be one somewhere.
Axolotl is not actually how you're supposed to pronounce it?
Oh,
It's actually Ahoitl.
a hoitle.
Yeah, because it's a native word.
Do you know where it's native to?
I think it's Hawaii. I'm not sure. Or it might no. They don't live in Hawaii, do they? They live in like South America. So it might be a South American.
Hawaii
native.
is kind of geographically in South America.
Kind
near
of.
enough.
All right. So what was this? This is Exlot versus
Versus Danestat.
Danestat. Yes.
Let's get it. So,
Danestat, the little Mac, and Exlot, the Pikachu, if I remember correctly.
that's right. Was asking me earlier for some Rob stage counter pick choices, knowing that their first match was against a Rob, and I kind of just
Seems that has worked out.
told them that the advice was there isn't one.
Yeah.
To just play to Pika's strengths.
Yeah.
Well, Pika certainly can play to their strengths.
I do
against
think
Little Mac.
I actually think Kalos is a very good stage for Pikachu in that matchup because of the big wide open space that allows you to get the T-jolts out and put the pressure rather than having a platform get in the way.
Probably number one.
And then you survive Rob stuff very early, and you can carry Rob off the side because you're Pikachu.
I'm gonna have a look to see who Exlot actually beat.
So. Oh, this is exciting. A little Mac on stream, it's not something you get to see very often.
The Danestat with the come up recently, the talent to show that it can happen. Did manage to make it to pro bracket at DBZ. That was last week.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago, but
Did pretty well at Leeds Legacy as well. Aha. Interesting. All right.
Crit one beat Airfire, let's go.
Who beat Airfire?
Crit one.
Hey.
Jacky beat Reol and made
So,
it out.
sorry, who?
Jacky beat Reol and made it out.
Jacky beat Reol. Oh, it's not happened yet.
Oh, rip.
Oh. If
Whoops.
Jacky beat Reol, that would make me so happy.
I could honestly
Just
believe
because
it. I
yeah,
wouldn't
Jacky
believe
is a very
it.
underrated player. Very underrated player.
Oh, Pumpkin got the DQ off of
Ah,
Craftmaster, there we go.
Craftmaster. Spider beat Danestat.
So Exlot is actually here off the back of Craftmaster as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Luke. So this is Exlot's second set of the tournament. Possibly push Danestat through. We'll see.
Yeah, Exlot, one of the Durham lot. Been attending some of the Newcastle weeklies. Getting his Spotify set up.
Find any other.
Talk to him, Dan! Get him!
Go on, Exlot.
Just win! Do it for money talk!
Dan, you're
Here
really
we go.
nice hair.
Right, well, fasten your gloves, Mac. You've got a Pikachu coming. Danestat, one of the crowd favourites here at knockout 6. The crowd is already coming alive for this man. Exlot, meanwhile, is here in losers round 2. Did benefit from a DQ over Craftmaster, one of our top seeds. I think Craftmaster was the 3rd seed for the event, ahead of Marisa at that. Exlot's going to be the beneficiary and is currently holding the lead. It is Pikachu Little Mac.
It is Pikachu Little Mac.
Most... Oh! Okay, didn't happen. I was going to say this is the definition of low tier versus top tier. Yeah, but we could find Little Mac, find those opportunities regardless. With a parry into the up smash.
Yeah, Pikachu being such an aerial character can really play that aerial game so well.
Yeah, and that shield's looking low, so Dane punishing. You don't want to be near. Frankly, finally, no, Danestat not winning until that stock has been taken. Exlot playing with a lot of fear, and why not? Now, there's a lot of pressure when you fight a Little Mac Extreme, and you're expected to do what you would normally do on Elite Smash, but this is a different breed. Danestat has the place to just, well, get his second pro bracket of the month, essentially.
Exlot really making some hard call-outs, but Danestat not falling for it!
Absolutely detonating the Pika. He loves the Punch-Out series. Well, that's a return KO from Exlot, so a stock disadvantage, but you know how easy it can be to take a Little Mac stock at times. We could see one little back air loop from Pika and it could be over. There we go. Oh, no. Wait, I didn't say anything. Oh, it didn't go for the Thunder though. Okay, so Little Mac does make it back and goes to the high damage. Down! Tilted! F smash into the side B, and that's a quick game for Danestat. 1 game away from qualifying for pros, but you know, we saw the immediate lingering threat of Pika.
It's got to be tough going up against the crowd favourite for Exlot, so the pressure.
Yeah, Danestat a crowd favourite, and most of the crowd are done with the bracket at this point, because everyone at this point, for the most part, is either through or eliminated. Not many matches in this pool left. We've got Jacky versus F, Jacky versus whoever it was. That's the only other one I can think of. Burnsy versus SkillZ left to play.
It was Jacky versus Reol, wasn't it?
Jacky versus Reol. So I think there's pretty much one qualifier left in each pool.
Trilby's in losers.
Completely done.
Trilby lost to Swansona.
Trilby lost to Swansona.
Oh wow.
Rip.
I mean, yeah, it's tournament Johns. You have T.O. Johns. Very valid.
And they are still through, of course. But get your gloves on, get your Spotify playlist sorted. We are seeing a Little Mac versus Pikachu after a setup that took longer than the last game. But you know, that's how it be sometimes. Get the mental, get the game plan. Pikachu's got his birthday hat on, and he's getting punched square in the jaw. Uh-oh. Using the armour of Newcombe to try and get out of that, didn't end up needing it. Exlot missing on the conversion.
Using the forward air.
Wow. Oh, it's so strong! What are you going to do about that move? Nothing. That's a KO. The crowd seems to have shut up. They've taken it for granted. This could still be Exlot's game as we get some Pika stuff going. Could have been an attempted nair loop. I'm not sure if we've seen that from Exlot play in the past. Hammering through though.
You've got to be so scared now as Exlot.
Scary Mac stuff! Scary Mac stuff! What you ordering? It's the big one! No, it's not! And it's actually going to lead potentially. Yes, no, not. Barely making it back.
Wow. Danestat just trading with Pikachu's frame data somehow.
And decides to show off that excellent little Mac recovery. It's not
not excellent.
Useless. is the angle I was going for.
Yeah.
Pika's meanwhile can recover forever, but is the character we've seen fail to recover in this match and fails to forward air as well. Finds the other angle, but that's not what you want to see from a Pika when you're off stage against Little Mac. Quick attack didn't even do any damage, it's just missing the mark.
Exlot playing the camping game now. This is how he should be playing this matchup, for sure. So safe. Chipping on the damage, bit by bit.
Not often you want to see a Little Mac so voluntarily hanging out on platforms, but Dane's quite happy to be there, knowing, hey, if Pika wants to hit me, he can, but it's only going to be something little.
Scary situation. Good recovery from Exlot.
But now, a cross-stage forward smash is going to be pretty much unlivable for any of those lightweight characters, and the KO punch does. You can't be-reverse that move. I'm not sure if that's what Dane was trying to do, but it goes straight forward into the middle of nowhere.
Maybe it was like a hard release call out on a roll.
I don't know why you can't be-reverse KO punch, but it's just one of those things that makes Smash the game that it is. Little Mac hanging on, doesn't get thundered or anything, and using the neutral B for a bit of distance coverage. How many pummels do you want? It's your birthday! Happy birthday, Pikachu, and the up air will do it instead. Make believe.
Alright, Exlot. Looking much better this game. He's got the matchup. He's got the matchup figured out.
Yeah, Town and City definitely working more in Pika's favour than it is in Little Mac. It must be said, but when there's reads like that, you never know.
Yeah, you've got to be scared now. That's putting the fear of God.
Here we go again. Hey ho! Very slow. Forward throw.
Okay.
Into the down air. It is not quite enough, but
It was a smart choice.
Yeah, it was certainly putting the fear of God on. Counter was very. But that's a cheeky back air from Exlot, who wants to take advantage of this Craftmaster free run and make it into pro bracket for perhaps the first time for our Durham representative. I don't imagine they've been to many tournaments outside of their little locals at all.
Yeah. But Exlot is definitely not one of those players you can sleep on. As is evident now. He's learned the matchup, he's adapted super hard.
Yeah, and you know, only in losers off the back of a loss to Lumen. That's really quite fair enough.
Yeah, not a bad loss at all.
So we'll see what these AirPod wearers have in mind for Game 3.
Alright. Getting the music power up going.
Here we go. Game 3. Pika angry. Little Mac fuming. Who's the angriest? Get rid of the jacket, throw it off. It's still Pikachu's birthday, but he's still getting clocked in the jaw for it.
50% damage. You can't underestimate how fast this damage will just rack up.
On the up tilt into up smash. The up tilt on Little Mac, of course, getting patched recently to make it easier to follow up out of. I think that would have been true regardless at any point. But the shield break is going to be a big one. Uppercut. Danestat taking the first stock of this game on small battlefield.
Sending Pikachu blasting off again.
And it's back to projectiles, but somehow Little Mac's there beating out everything that Pikachu had to offer. Okay, why not? Using the armor of the up smash, but it went the wrong way.
Scary.
KO punch would actually KO at this percent, but it's already gone. Rip. Oh! Instant response from the side B, knowing Pika wanted that spike. That was framed perfect from Danestat. Makes the recovery. Back to the platform, back to centre stage.
Danestat's disadvantage has been so good!
Oh, and speaking of disadvantage, Pikachu is finding themselves at quite the deficit for Exlot. This could be it for the Durham representative, unless there's a forward edge. That could result in a KO. Yes, now it will.
Good play from Exlot.
So until then, we'll get some centre stage Little Max up. 1 back air, 2 back air, 3 back air, but nothing else. Unless Exlot wants to attempt to get things started again. Right, we're seeing some down tilt from centre stage. We know exactly where Danestat wants to be. And he wants to get so much down-angled F-smash. And Danestat has taken this set over Exlot in an explosive finale. Well done to the little Mac from Scotland.
Heck, I got Reol and Jacky on the stream show.
And we have 1 set left to go for this pool.
Jacky.
Yes.
Alright, so I think Jacky is going the Wolf today. Reol will be going the Pyromithra, I'm assuming.
He's at the very far end of the venue. Not yours, Alder.
Oh!
No, funny talk always comes first.
Funny talk on any.
Let's go, Jacky.
Funny talk does come first. Come on, both gamers, I like you both. Neither of you lose. Do well. Please don't lose. Gentlemen's to You know where they're already.
Jacky had to beat TheScrubKing 2-1, so this will be their second Pithra in a row.
Oh no! Who did Jacky lose to in winners? Ali GGWP, okay.
One amateur!
Look at the Tuffy DQ streak.
Oh wow.
Clokke just getting pros for free.
Take it, we'll take it.
Did have to beat SkillZ to get there.
Yep.
All it means is that this one's on time and I get to go home. Apparently not. It's like about an hour.
Down the stairs before, and then it'll look like a bit from
But I'm like, the travel's not great. It's all, the travel's good. The travel takes a while, and I was like in a fucking state. Checking, I thought we could smell something. I was worried about
I was like,
So,
can I get any
practice ridiculous.
Oh no, VCA has the potential to be cancelled?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Which is pretty bad for someone who's already got like tickets and Airbnb.
Yeah.
I'll still go. I'll go Austria either way, but I'd rather the tournament stay on.
What's going on? Is it COVID?
It's the Comic-Con that it's a part of got postponed because COVID. So they're trying to see if they can run it independently, but no one's that hopeful.
It's the same rules as weekly. Jacky, it's the same rules as weekly.
I forget the weekly rules sometimes,
Disgusting. SBF's trying to get Northern Cave legalised.
Good. I love Northern Cave, and I will say it on this
If
recording.
it had a static background, I would love it.
Well, I like it with its current background. It tells the story of Final Fantasy VII, and it's cool. And I think that if you've got motion sickness that badly, then you shouldn't be coming to tournaments in the first place. Not necessarily.
That's not right at all!
How could I trust you? Alright, hold on.
Sorry.
So I'm going to commentate this game while we update our layout. But right, so the Suisei girl of choice this time is Zelda. We were expecting Jacky to see their second Pyromithra in a row. We saw Reol go Pyromithra in winners, but instead going Zelda. Never the Peach, always one of these fantasy Nintendo girls, but not the one character made his name, but Zelda is working against what is a brand new Roy from Jacky. I spoke with him at the weekly. He's normally a Diddy Kong main, but went Roy at the last weekly and got 9th just through throwing out sword hits, so he's clearly decided he likes it enough to try it in bracket and nearly kill himself, but don't worry about that part.
Can Jacky do the jam back air? That's the thing. I mean,
I would imagine not.
It's not a difficult tech. So
not necessarily, but on a week 1 Roy, I wouldn't count
I don't
on
know.
it.
Jacky is a bit of a lad beast.
It's true. We've seen a lot of Diddy Banana stuff. Well, I'd be very glad to be proven wrong. Can he take out Reol Zelda? No, get back thrown. Command Clokke. Alright, so the Nehru's Love is going to turn Zelda around and get a bit of chip damage on. Positional advantage. Up tilt! Get noodled and get forward tilted. Jacky making moves. Here on Town and City, so Zelda wants to camp and Roy can just abuse his unnatural kill power, so it's not about
I thought that was Pocket Camp where you did the camping.
Nah. Animal Crossing jokes. Well, here's a joke. Zelda, forward throw on Roy. Didn't really lead to any. Look, I was trying to. He meant to set me up for a joke, lads. That's a funny one!
Jacky is jumping out of disadvantage way too much.
Jumping out of my seat in shock at that one. The lightning kick out of nowhere. Roy forced to play from behind. It's not the thing he likes the most. Definitely a push advantage kind of character. Jumping again. Jumping again. Right, so certainly seeing what you mean. Phantom, such a hard thing to deal with. No. Perhaps even harder. That's game 1 to Reol.
Are they going to stick these characters? That's the question. Because these are both kind of left field picks from both of them.
Jacky's most famous would be the Diddy Kong, but do you want to play Diddy Kong against Zelda? No, honestly not.
No.
But
neither do you really want to play Wolf against Zelda. You don't want to play anyone against Zelda.
no, I don't want to play Zelda. Like, I would rather Reol switch to Pyro, Mythra or Peach, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
If I'm Jacky, like.
Okay.
Well, let's see if the comets align for our Susei boy once again. Jacky's having a think. He's gone for
He's going
Roy.
back for the Roy. There we
Roy
go.
indeed. Flick that hair, lass. Love seeing Skyloft in the background. I'd love to see Skyloft in a tournament, to be honest. But Yoshi's Story. That's interesting from Jacky.
You want the side B killing at 60.
Down throw to up air doesn't really work on this stage. Alright, well it will at 0, but you know, usually Roy can't jump high enough to get sweet spots from up air a lot of the time on those platforms, but
Yeah,
I think
that
Jacky
side B is what you're scared of.
and retreating very, very wisely. So this is all going in Jacky's favour at the moment. Phantom getting involved though, and I mean, what's Roy supposed to do about that? He's fighting 2 characters at once practically. He doesn't jump very high, he's got no projectile reflector. Well, he does have a counter, I guess, but that's not going to be too useful. What do you do against Phantom as Roy? I have truly no idea, but that could have been a fighting opportunity. Game continues.
I think we're seeing him take notes from the Troby Roy. Because the Troby Roy loves that dash dancing near the ledge. And he was really making the most of it in that situation.
Certainly there's plenty of Zeldas in Newcastle to deal with, like Chandog being a good example. Maybe he knows a little more than we think. But now Phantom goes the wrong way, and that's going to result in a double-edged dance.
Yeah. Good punish from Jacky.
And that 4 finds the back hit above air. Doesn't actually lead to too much on this occasion, but it's always the scary thing for Roy. He attempts another one. Again, for a relatively weak 1 Roy, we're definitely seeing some of the scarier stuff coming out. Waits it out, but the lightning kick hitting with the sour spot. That's not what Reol wants to see at all. It would have been a stock, absolutely.
Reol making some very risky plays in the corner, to be honest. Jumping off ledge with the forward air. Very unsafe.
It's almost like if you ask Zelda mains, would you be willing to get rid of one of your lightning kicks to have a normal aerial, or do you genuinely just want them both? I think everyone would have a different opinion on that one.
Jacky's ledge trapping has been so good!
Yoshi's story unfolding a tale in Roy's favour once, twice, and maybe a third time, but Lightning Kick will respond this time. This time it's the back air. Keep track of which ones are forward airs and which ones are back airs, eh? See which one you want to get rid of.
I think probably you want to get rid of the forward air, seeing as people are going to be landing in front of the shield more often.
Yeah, I can believe, like,
Seeing as they're running towards you, usually, and you're running towards them.
well, certainly I'm not the Zelda main, I won't comment, but what I can say about Roy is that it was setting up to be an up B out of shield, but actually just poking through Reol. Put that, ooh, mistimed on the forward smash. Could have opened up an opportunity again. The comments are falling here. Okay, Jacky with no great reason to push that advantage too much. But again, you don't really want to camp against Zelda when you've got no projectiles of your own.
Great parry!
Neutral air dodge.
But now it's kind of been a reverse of the first two shots, where Reol has just been taking control of the corner and really making the most out of that.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do? Do you want to stick to the center and try to find an empty space, or do you just want to keep as far away as possible? But Reol's found another stock, and you know what? This could go either way now. Forward smash from center stage.
You gotta be so scared of the corner!
Does commit to the full double-edged standstill. Maybe a little bit predictable on that one. I would have just
Jacky hasn't been jumping out of disadvantage this game. Reol's looking for the reads.
But it goes very deep there. That's a risk. Makes it back safely. So this has been all Jacky for the past while. Phantom has been destroyed. That is off the table for the next few seconds. Reol forced to jump back in without her best pal on deck. It's back now though. And right on cue, Jacky waiting it out. Oh
god. Great
Reol
recovery.
were to take this, that's the set. There still needs to be another game if Jacky were to win this. It feels like it's set point right now. It still could be though. Waiting, rolls into the forward tilt. That's a game 2 to Jacky.
What a catch.
To close off Wave A, we have an exciting finish here. Not what you usually say from a Zelda gameplay, but Roy's just so active. And Zelda could swap for Pyramithra, remember?
Yeah, that's
Could
entirely a
swap
possibility.
for anything.
But that game was so close, and even on a stage where Jacky was really pushing that advantage.
There was certifiably a real comeback within there.
Yeah, and now with Reol's counter pick, the Zelda might still stick around. I think it would be smart to stick around. You got that momentum now.
Yeah, you do have the free choice of stages. I'm not too sure. Wait, I guess you'd probably want to go back to Town and City. Maybe a bit of Kalos. I think Kalos sounds like the wisest thing. Because Roy's just going to be forced to recover to the ledge to get around a Phantom. Whereas Zelda can make more use of the platforms herself, but probably getting banned. No, we're going back to Town and City like I first predicted. Righty-ho then. Take a deep breath, gentlemen. This is going to be a big one.
It is the Pyramithra coming out.
Righty-ho. The two flamiest swords this side of the Smash Brothers roster. Roy versus Pyra. Let's see some Mithra for now. Show us the light. Back to that silver meteor. I do love this skin very much, but right now 17% off 2 moves. Counter into forward air, that's all it was. And just, well, not an explosive beginning at all. Let's face it, unless that could have changed our minds. Oh! Jacky blowing up Pyra right there. So Mithra makes the return, and the sole objective is to get back in the middle of the stage. Dash attack, down tilt. Mithra can just about string into anything, but
Jeez. You've got to be so scared of that.
Lightning Buster could have caught a roll there, but instead Jacky just stays put, knowing.
I love that punish from Jacky. The jump over back air after the parry.
Poked on edge though, interrupting the charge on Jacky, knowing that was there for the taking on Reol. This is not too even in terms of percent, but when you think about Pyra's kill power or spike potential, this could be a KO from either player in the next couple of seconds. Right, and it is. Alright, so back to Mythra. No reason to be Pyra in this percent other than slightly higher weight. I don't think it's big enough to make too much of an impact. Maybe it would have! I'll take it right back, shall I? Just barely dying off the top with Mythra. Jacky exploding back into the scene, looking to make their first pro bracket at a regional tournament ever. More familiar territory for Reol, but doesn't tend to make too many appearances outside of the north.
That said, I really like how Reol has played to get Jacky off stage and then fish for those downers. Because if one of those hits, that's game. It's going to be a huge lead for him.
Tell you what, though, win or lose, I think we're going to see more Roy from Jacky in the future. Diddy Kong, I don't think it ever suited his playstyle too much, let's be fair. But the Roy, I like what I see, and I do like the Pyrometer as well. Just showing the biggest moves on the block.
They'll make it some great reads. On Jacky's movement.
Do that side B.
Be smart.
It's not like Pyro could have countered that Blazer, just forced to take their hit.
Very aggressive option from Jacky. Reol was not ready.
They both just want centre stage so badly, but Jacky wants it that little bit more! Catches the line, and they were playing, I think, too central on that situation. It was obvious that either one of them was going to be there and waiting. And when you're on a stage like Town City, sometimes you've got the space you want to make use of. Instead,
terrifying.
The responsibility falls on Reol to get a KO right about now, and does it with an up smash at 173.
Last stop, game 3.
For the final spot in Pro Bracket, out of Wave A pools, it could genuinely be either one of these two fellas. I don't really want to lose either of them, let's be honest, but we unfortunately have to.
Not after this performance from both of them.
65 indeed. That's a rare, punishable move from Mythra. Well. Doesn't manage to sneak that one in there, but instead, again, really looking for centre stage. There's platforms in play right now. We're going to see FD style talent. Tiny ball! That's enough to scoop up Jacky and take Reol to the pro bracket. It's secretly strong, one of Mythra's only real kill moves, but we saved it to the very last moment.
That was so smart from Reol. That whole stock, he was completely all over Jacky's movement.
And that was just an excellent set in general. Love that.
On the screen, please.
We got another.
We do. Well. Who is it?
SkillZ and Uzi.
Oh, I feel bad for Ty. He has not played this game since COVID, and we're putting him on stream.
This is the last set for me.
This is the last set. Okay, SkillZ versus Burnsy. Wowee.
Probably going Squirtle, I think.
Oh, that's possible. Yeah, a trainer or a Yoshi, or maybe even a Young Link. We could see anything. Wait. Crap. Right, so that'll change the things, right? So Yoshi or trainer. That's trainer. Ty, who are you going this set? Young Link.
Young Link versus Link. Well.
The Ocarina of Time rematch.
Yeah, that game that Breath of the Wild definitely took part in. No, we did once have adult Ocarina of Time Link in Smash. I think Melee Link. It's a reference. They could just add the Ocarina of Time Link back in. Just make it a ninth skin. Call it a separate character, whatever you have.
I'm just sad we don't have Twilight Princess Link anymore. Like, that's kind of that's OG Link, isn't it?
It was kind of the best looking Link.
That's Zelda one.
Like, if I want to represent my favourite Zelda game, then I have to go for a Skyward Sword themed thing. I'm very glad we get to do that with like the pajama colours rather than the actual Skyward Sword Link model, because that was, you can see why Smash 4 didn't pick it.
Oh, see you later, Neve.
Going already? Well, nice to see you anyway. I know. Yeah. exhausting me voice as always. Hey up, Max. Hey up, hey up, hey up. Good to see you and all. Well, if they have a doubles next time, I'll hit you up.
Oh, right.
Sorry, Colin.
Okay, our final game of Wave A pools for Reol is Burnsy versus SkillZ. Burnsy, frankly, not supposed to be here. Got upset by the Wii Fit trainer of B Little, while SkillZ, formerly a very reputable player representing Durham, but has not been playing this game too much.
Hartlepool, not Durham.
Well, originally from Hartlepool, then moved to Durham, and now
really?
lives in
Oh,
Stoke-on-Trent. So this is all kinds of regions on SkillZ, a bit of a scrob, if you will. Burnsy, well and truly, you know what you're getting. You're getting that Breath of the Wild adult Link.
Oh, wow.
Beating up
And caught
his
the jump.
ascendant, if you will. Spin attack, that's enough!
Yeah, that's basically his great-grandpa.
Yep. Like, Youngling, he's the child, but this is the one that would lead to the Breath of the Wild Link descendancy later on. Just don't think about it too hard.
But now, actually, yeah, like, SkillZ is just struggling with this low range against Burnsy's big old legs. He's got big old adult legs. What do you do against those?
Yeah, and I must admit, I never really felt too good about the SkillZ pick of Youngling as a main, because this is a guy who likes PM, likes playing a bit of melee as well, just really values consistency in a character working, and yet decides to main Youngling and Squirtle.
Youngling is pretty consistent.
You sure?
What makes
I
you
won't,
say
I won't
otherwise?
see any up Bs off stage from SkillZ like we will from Burnsy.
Yeah.
And those kills from Burnsy can fall apart at any time,
They
while
can.
Burnsy
Actually,
will
you're
work
right.
pretty reliably. There's another up air.
Oh, Burnsy was looking for something really cool there.
Could go for an offstage net, instead goes for the backer. Well, spin attack, no real KO power on it there, but it at least worked and keeps the stage advantage.
SkillZ was looking for that conversion from the boomerang. And now comes Youngling's big problem. Kill him.
Yep. Will he get the chance? You know, Burnsy carrying all that rage. We could just see a random swipe from that forward tilt. Nearly enough in isolation. The remote bomb might be as well.
That Master Sword.
Not even the pity kill from Burnsy there.
Yeah, that's why he had to grow up 7 years to pick up the Master Sword. Because the Master Sword was just too much for him at this age.
So I like the double link representation, but I think Squirtle or Yoshi is surely going to be wiser for a game 2. Burnsy, of course, again, can't underestimate how this man is not meant to be here.
Yeah.
He was seeded to make it out on winners, got shocked by the Wii Fit, and now coming back with a bit of anger on deck.
It's gonna be
But speaking of anger, we've got Yoshi, everyone's most infuriating. There he is, out the egg. Let's see if this can make things different. You certainly can't easily go for the offstage forward airs as Link on Yoshi. You can just armor right through it. Even the spin attack, if you wanted to go for something adventurous, would not work so well.
Yoshi does historically kind of struggle versus swords, but this is one of the swordies with the slowest frame data. So that might be a way for Yoshi to get through those holes and pressure.
He's quite capable of jumping around those projectiles. It's just the close range stuff where he's really worried. So that could have been something maybe, but just staying safe. Don't want to push things too much. Forward air lands though. That was unexpected. Could have set something up.
That was
Take the up smash for damage though. We'll take the forward air. It's enough.
That egg that he set up, truly genius.
Alright, so the counter pick working magic for SkillZ. And in comes the egg to get back to center. Spin attack's not enough to KO.
Now that it's been staled as well, it's just not going to KO for a little while.
Yeah, but no extra credit really. Burnsy's going to find that central up smash and SkillZ forced to play from behind now ever so slightly.
One of the things that we were seeing B-Little do really well was keeping very good awareness of the boomerang, but it was the boomerang there that led SkillZ to get hit by that up smash.
Yeah, like we were saying in that set as well, sometimes it can be hard to realise how slow it is and fail to account for the fact, yeah, I'm still setting this up and I am going to hit you with this small wooden stick, which frankly has way more power behind it than you'd expect. It hurts, man. Don't get hit by a boomerang, ever. Don't get hit by a spin attack, especially. That killed from centre stage.
Yeah.
Somehow. Into the classic Link stuff as well. Looks like Burnsy is going to be perhaps predictably taking that final place in pro bracket, but you can never rule out a skills forward air. They always seem to find their way in and land through.
That's Yoshi, isn't it? SkillZ does have a really, really solid advantage state. And we have seen that with the combos that he's been getting. He just hasn't been able to get the combos. I mean, he hasn't been able to get the openings.
Yeah, it's a difficult task, but the bomb, he takes it out of the air. That's something.
Smart.
Catches it again, blocks, but finishes the second jab. That's not what he wanted. He wanted to set up into a forward smash, but he might still be able to kill off in any way. I'm afraid not, and the situation resets. Oh, Yoshi bomb out of...
He loves that option.
Burnsy did drop the shield, I think, to make sure it didn't break, but instead, the forward air of Burnsy is going to secure that last place in the pro bracket. Well done to SkillZ on a bit of a comeback, but Burnsy, there could be more wins to come from this man, yes.
Alright, well that's wave A comes.
Wave
It
A
is.
is now finished. If you are wave B, we will be starting in about 20-25 minutes.
Oh, well we got a little while then.
Then I need to run to the SU and buy some snacks. I could like warm up for bracket, but
What's up?